All right, so part two. We're going to bring up a different issue about this. So, Kyrsten Sinema has ditched the Democratic Party, and Tulsi Gabbard, ages ago, left the Democrats. And it's like, oh, they've given in to cowardly wokeness and anti white racism. And people on the right are like, woohoo, this is great. And here's what I say. Here's what I say. Don't get too excited. Okay? Don't get too excited. And why not? Yes, these people have left the Democratic Party. But do you think that they are strong right candidates? No, because look at how far the left has gone before they finally said, this is it. They've gone too far now. They are a step too far. There have been cases like you've got all the trans agenda going, you've got all the he, hims, whatever. You've got all of the systemic control of the scholastic system, of businesses, of all these things. You've got Twitter, you've got TikTok, you've got Facebook, you've got all the organizations that have been shadow banning the right wing side. You've got the government that has been complicit in censoring right wing ideas. All this stuff has been going on. And did they mind? No, that was totally fine. They had no issues with it. Okay, they went along with it just like everybody else. And finally, they went so far doing something, okay, despite all the anti-white racism, despite all of the forcing people to shut up, despite all the cancel culture, getting people fired from their jobs, swatting them, despite all the rioting that took place, despite all the lies by the media, despite all the COVID lockdowns and the stomping on people's human rights, the forcing people to not see their family and friends at the funerals, to forcing people to not go to church, violations of people's religious rights and religious freedoms. Despite all of that, they hung in there. They were still on board. And now something has pushed them over their particular line. But how far left did these people go before they said, you know what, maybe this is a little too far? They are freaking extremes. They are still extremists. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not welcoming them back because they are still extremists. They just finally found that the party got a little more extreme than them. You've got all your Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, you've got your socialists, you've got all of your anti-Semites in there, you've got everything else. You've got, oh, look, eat the rich, when she's the rich, and she's shutting down labor strikes, and she's parking her Tesla illegally, not caring about the rules. They don't apply to her, right? No problem. Hey, I'm cool with that. Yeah, everything's going great. Still part of the system. Yeah, loving it. Okay? So don't come to me now and be like, yes, I want to be welcomed like a hero. No. You have just finally shown the minutest, the smallest, the teensiest little bit of common sense and rationality and said, whoa, maybe this is just a little bit extreme. Okay? The party that I'm in, what? They voted in somebody with literal brain damage. Two people if you include Biden. Okay? Forget it. Like, it took a lot for Tulsi Gabbard and Kyrsten Sinema to get out of Dodge. It took a lot. They should have bailed long, long ago. So, I'm sorry if I can't get all freaking excited and pumped up like a big beach ball. I'm sorry, I'm not. I see it as great. It's somebody who is insane showing a brief moment of clarity. That's as far as I'm concerned, that's all it is. So, I don't know why people have not stopped to think about that, because it would be somewhat different if they said, you know what, I went along with this and I was part of the insanity. I was part of the insanity. I got caught up and it was a team environment, and now I've left my team. Okay, because I realized that my team was wrong all the way along. I made mistakes. I followed this when I shouldn't have. I did this when I shouldn't have. If they come out and they do a huge mea culpa like that, maybe I'm a little more forgiving. Probably not, but maybe. But just to say, oh yeah, the group is now too much anti-whitist, anti-white racism, and they're too much elitists. Well, so sorry, they just went too much anti-white racism, too much elitism. How much is enough? You clearly had no problem with most of it. That's my thought.